Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I have a article for you guys from Verizon's News Center. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys could check it out. Q4 numbers have officially been released. And it's a solid quarter. It's what we were expecting. It's what Verizon was hinting to the market. And actually, it may have even been a better quarter than most were anticipating in terms of net adds on the postpaid side. So I'll leave you guys with some brief commentary before I jump on the call. This will be a very interesting call, very interesting Q&A, so I want to be tuned in. But here are the numbers. The postpaid phone net additions jumped to 449,000 for the quarter compared to Q4 last 2022, 217,000. So they almost doubled. They almost doubled the numbers. I mean, like I said, I'll hold out judgment for Q1, Q2, Q3. But that's pretty impressive if you're talking about growing on the consumer side. Now, one thing that I also still want to point out, though, before I continue my commentary, is the churn. The postpaid phone churn came in at 0.93%. So that's still relatively high. So I will add this to it too. So if you're looking at the growth, 449,000. They also added about 400,000 FWA customers as well. So that's solid, right? Of course, a good chunk of that growth also comes from business, so we got to take that into consideration. So for Verizon to still have this type of growth and to post a 0.93% churn shows that they were competitive, they were aggressive, and they paid for growth in the fourth quarter. And it shows in their guide down on EBITDA. It clearly shows that they're paying for growth, which is fine. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to be aggressive, competitive, and that's now happening. But here's where things could get interesting and where Verizon could hit that crossroad is that price increase. During a competitive Q4, Verizon's churn came in at 0.93%. What do you guys think their churn will be at once that price increase hits the base? It's expected that 40 to 50% of the base is affected by this price increase. I'm thinking 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 churn is not far-fetched or reaching. I think we could be at that, a 1.1%, 1.2%, 1.3%. So one of these quarters, Q1 is already by history one of their worst quarters, and Q2 we could see them post a big loss on postpaid phone because of the price increase. But again, Verizon, and I'll share this briefly before I get on the call. So Verizon is still posting a healthy guidance. Total wireless service revenue growth of 2 to 3.5%. That's healthy. Adjusted EBITDA growth 1.1% to 3%. Again, that's where the paid for growth comes in. Service revenue is up, EBITDA's down. Adjusted EPS of $4.50 to $4.70. Capital CapEx, here we have the official CapEx, 17 to 17.5 billion. That's the range. An adjusted effective income tax rate in the range of 22.5% to 24%. So again, the guidance is healthy for 2024. So we'll see how that turns out. I think they're taking a lot of this price increase into consideration when they post these healthy number guidance for 2024. They will continue to grow on fixed wireless access, so there's no doubt. Some do wish that they would accelerate that growth. We'll see what happens for the rest of 2024. But I'll jump on this call, and then we'll do a more in-depth video later with further updates if there are any from the call. It is going to be a very, very interesting call. They're going to be very positive pre-market. I'm no stock expert, no financial expert, but pre-market Verizon stock was up almost 5% on this news. So seems like it was a solid quarter altogether. They did pay for the growth, which is good. That's competitive and aggressive. I hope they can do that because now they can see that it works. It's not just something that I've been saying and you guys have been saying in the comments like, hey, Verizon, you need to wake up. You need to become competitive. You need to compete. You know, it works. They competed for one quarter, just a tad bit more aggressive, and boom, all of a sudden there's growth. And there was a lot of volume. You got to keep in mind, there was a lot of volume in the pipeline because they posted those numbers while still maintaining a 0.93% churn. So there was a lot of volume in the pipeline, meaning they outgrew the losses with ads. They had more ads than losses. So that's pretty impressive if you ask me. To be almost at a 1% and still post 449,000 ads total, it's pretty impressive. So we'll see if they can maintain. We'll see if they take that momentum into Q1. We'll see what happens with this price increase, and we'll see what they talk about at this earnings call. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're new, like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.